Hello and welcome to Inside Indiana Business. I'm Gary Dick. Major news this week as Indiana lands more than 1,000 jobs, including North America's largest plant-based protein operation in Shelby County. Plus, Pacer Sports and Entertainment, the Capital Improvement Board, reaching a new agreement that keeps the Pacers and Indiana Fever in Indiana for the long term, also allowing for potential significant upgrades to Bankers Life Fieldhouse. We'll have more on that in a few minutes. But we begin with the three major job announcements. Canada-based Greenleaf Foods is investing more than $310 million in a new state-of-the-art production facility in Shelbyville with plans to create up to 460 jobs. In Carmel, two companies expanding. Zotec Partners, a medical professional services company, plans to triple its footprint with a new headquarters and up to 300 new jobs. And global IT consulting and staffing firm BC Forward will establish a new digital training center in Carmel with over 300 jobs over the next 2 years. Joining us now with a look at how these deals came together and the impact, I'm pleased to be joined by Indiana Secretary of Commerce Jim Schellinger. And Secretary Schellinger, it's always great to have you on the show.
Thank you.
A lot to talk about. So first of all, before we dive into some of these big announcements, general themes, big week in terms of jobs, lots of jobs. International influence in some of these announcements, and also some diversity. So not just manufacturing, but a diversity in terms of sectors.
You bet. Greenleaf is from Canada, so we're very proud of that. But we also, just this week, we've gotten jobs in the agribusiness, in the manufacturing services, the professional services area, information technology, which we're growing over 2 times the national average. And we also landed jobs in logistics this week. So every single one of our focal point areas is really robust.
Yeah, touched on. All right, let's talk about Greenleaf, which was, in terms of size, the biggest deal this week. $400+ million investment, 400 jobs, 460 jobs. I should say the investment over 300 million. Talk about that. And it's an agribusiness investment.
That's right. And this is phase 1 of a multi-phase project. So we learned about these folks about 6 months ago. We met with them 3 or 4 times, the last one being up in Canada. And I can't say enough about Mayor Tom DeBron and Brian Ashley down in Shelbyville, how they came together to recruit this group with the state. And the beautiful thing about this, Gary, I tell everybody I get the best job in Indiana. Maybe not the most important, but the best. I get to tell our story. And all these successes that we're having, these are not just accidents. This has all been premeditated. It was planned. There was a strategy put in place years ago, over a decade ago, and we're seeing the results of those strategies today.
Let's talk about Carmel, a corporate center that continues to grow. Zotec Partners, health IT company. I remember when the company launched, had them on the show many years ago as a small little company. It's growing into something much more.
They're going to hire 300 new people. They're going to invest up to $41 million in their company, $47 million, to build a new facility, 120,000 square foot headquarters next to their existing headquarters. And of course, they're medical revenue cycle manufacturer providers. So the governor's very excited to be up there to join them for their announcement, along with former Notre Dame coach Lou Holtz.
Yeah, interesting. Justin Christian, a really dynamic entrepreneur, and BC Forward announcing a big expansion again in Carmel. Potentially 300 jobs there as well. Yeah,
and this is a global IT company that is in consulting and in staffing, and that's what they do to assist as a consultant. 300 new jobs, again, $1 million investment. The IT growth that we have here, because of the fact that we're a great place to live, work, play, and stay, and we're very affordable, is what's helping us land a lot of the IT companies we're doing.
As you look at forward focus areas going forward, 2019 seemingly off to a good start. As you look at key areas, I know defense and aerospace is one that you and others in the state are very excited about.
Yeah, aerospace and defense is something that Indiana has assets second to none. If you look at all the different assets we have from a defense standpoint, and then you look at our defense contractors like Rolls-Royce, GE Aviation, Alcoa, BAE Systems, we've got a lot out there. And with our Guard and the assets we have in the National Guard, we are going to really focus on trying to increase that market in Indiana.
Very quickly, Routes America, a huge conference coming to Indianapolis, big coup to get that early next year, I believe. And you think that could lead to some big things? I know there's been a lot of talk about more nonstop international flights beyond the Indy to Paris route.
Yeah, over 1,000 people coming in, 300 international airlines, 80 different airlines represented, all the route planners and 50 tourism authorities. They're all coming into the #1 airport, and then they're going to travel down to the #1 convention center in America and see our great first-class city here in Indianapolis. And that can do nothing but good for us. With the route planners, these are the people that decide where to go on nonstop direct flights internationally and nationally. So we're very excited about that. That'll be February 3rd
Yep.
through the 5th, 2020.
All right. Jim Schellinger, Indiana Secretary of Commerce, as always, thank you. Big news this week, and we look forward to having you on again.
Thank you, Gary.
All right.